everyone, welcome to my first video. I've been wanting to start this for a while and I finally found something that I think is post-worthy. It's just a little story time about how I tried to reinvent myself over the last few weeks and it failed terribly. I just thought I could do my makeup and just tell you about it. So let's get into it.
Living lovely, just lovely. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
Just a disclaimer, I'm not a makeup expert. I just started and I'm still practicing, getting better at it. So please don't judge me. So a few weeks ago, I started the 75 day challenge, kind of like my own version of the 75 hard medium challenge. The goal was to become like a better version of myself. I planned everything on ChatGPT and yeah, so I had a list of daily tasks to do. I had fear-facing prompts, like my intention was to like face some of my fears. Like I also had like scriptures to reflect upon as well. I was targeting real fears like fear of failure and fear of being judged, fear of being too much or not enough. It's just fears that I think I just internalized just from young. So I just wanted to like just overcome that, and you know, I believe if I did, I would be like my better self. I planned out everything to a T, so I wrote like a post-it note. If you can see on my wall, I still have them up. A post-it note with the daily tasks I was gonna do, a fear-facing prompt, a scripture, just different things to like help me stay accountable. And I really written to like week 6, and that should have been a sign that this is not gonna go well. But my task for day 1 was to time block 50% of my day and complete it. Truthfully, I did not complete the target. This willful ignorance that I had almost set me up for the rest of the challenge because I never explicitly completed any of my tasks. For example, I would plan for psychology revision because I was having exams during that time, and maybe I would say I would revise psychology on Monday. I would end up revising it on Wednesday, and I had like a backlog of tasks to just complete. So it just didn't help that the fact that I would continually tick it off when I didn't do the task. So for the first few weeks, I was just going through the motions rather than intentionally doing anything. Obviously, you can tell like where this is going. I experienced my first real setback during week 3. I had my period and unfortunately I have really bad period symptoms, so I was completely wiped out. I wasn't able to do anything productive, which really just set me back a few steps because I'm an ex-perfectionist. I like having my routine done how I like to do my routine. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do my 10k steps. Calorie deficit out the window. Sleep schedule out the window. I went from fully being productive to just bed rotting, and my entire rhythm collapsed. I told myself I would bounce back, and I tried to, but the slump I was in from week 3 held on to week 4. Week 5 was a bit more hopeful as I was able to get back on my feet just a little bit. So I had high hopes for week 6. Like during week 5, I did go to the gym a few times, got my 10k steps a few days, but life had other plans. I got my period again, and this time it hit so much harder. I did not go to school for an entire week. I was completely bedridden. Every goal I had to, have my comeback was completely destroyed, disintegrated, nowhere to be found. I just couldn't do anything. I did manage to recover on Thursday night, and it was really important for me to go to school on Friday because I had a psychology test, and in my end of year psychology test I didn't do too well, so this was going to be my redemption. So Friday morning I woke up early, showered, wore a cute outfit, I did my makeup, took some selfies in the sun. It was just so nice. I planned to get to school early to revise, but then I got some really unexpected news which really rattled me. I still showed up for my psychology test, but I didn't really care whether I did well or didn't do well. I just wanted to get over and done with. Couldn't just stop thinking about a quote that Khloe Kardashian actually said in one of her podcasts: "We make plans and God laughs." Honestly, the past 6 weeks, especially the last two, I feel like God was just laughing at me. And I know it wasn't in a cruel way, but it was just like I was trying to help myself, and it just didn't work. I really wanted this to be like, I just really wanted it to work, if that makes sense. And I was feeling lost, but also aware that I have big things for me. Like, I've really come to accept that God has big plans for me. I mean, He's showed me in every way possible, and it's impossible for me to not know, or for me to not accept the fact that God has big plans for me. So I felt like I should just turn back to what I know, my Bible, and I felt really drawn to read the story of Joseph. And I already knew the story, but something just clicked this time. God was speaking very loud and very clear. Even in adversity, God is always with you. Joseph was sold, enslaved, in prison, but he was never abandoned. I immediately thought about my school life and how I do struggle sometimes within my subjects, just especially psychology now. And I've always had amazing teachers who genuinely care about my well-being, that always go out their way to support me, listen to me when I need to decompress. They always try and create a great environment for me so that I can focus on my schoolwork, and when I get home, I can just deal with home problems there and then. What is meant for you will come to you. A prisoner became a governor. Like, in what world does that happen? Like, it doesn't seem real. And God made it happen. This is not something that's common. God made it happen. If something is for you, it will happen for you or come to you regardless of any detours. But what's not meant for you, God will remove it. Just like Joseph was removed from an old environment to step into his higher calling. I've been moved out of so many situations that made me very comfortable, but I know that comfortability will not get me where I am destined to be. God prepares a table before your enemies. Your breakthrough may come in the presence of people who doubted you, and that's not your ego, it's to reveal His power. God has already worked everything out. You just need to be patient. Some people, some situations, or even friendships may come and go, and it may hurt, but it's all a part of the preparation. People are placed in our lives for seasons, and when their season is up, it's time for them to go. Joseph waited 13 years from being sold to becoming a governor of Egypt. And during that time, he didn't get angry, he didn't get upset, he didn't reinvent himself, he didn't become someone else, he just evolved. And that's when it hit me. The 75-day challenge wasn't working for me because I was chasing someone else's definition of the best self. TikTok tells you to glow up, go hard, go to the gym, wake up at 5 a.m, drink green juices. But that's not your version of your best self. It's just an aesthetic, a brand, a version of someone else's success that has been boxed up and sold to us all. You do not need to reinvent yourself. You just need to evolve while still remaining you. Just like a tree, it loses its leaves in the winter, blossoms in the summer, changes with every season, but it's still the same tree. Rooted, growing, becoming. So if you are intending to do the 75-day challenge or any challenge at all, ask yourself, is this really helping you to become more you, or are you just trying to force a version of yourself that was never meant for you? The goal is to look so good during summer that you want to look good all the time. Build better habits so you can feel good all the time. Drop those toxic friends to make space for better friends and have long-lasting peace. God didn't call you to become a new person. He called you to grow into the person He's already made you to be. On the outside, you could be given face card, tea, body, coffee combination. But if you're not authentically yourself, you go from a 10 to a 4. Nobody wants to be a 4. If this really resonated with you, subscribe to follow the rest of my journey of me being my authentic self. You can also see snippets of my journey on my other social medias linked in the description down below. If you want more food for thought content, follow my blog page, Girls on a Mission, on Instagram. I'm going to be rebooting it and hopefully posting more regularly. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.
Living love.